Hi folks, welcome back. Happy Friday. We are in the Hotel Mordavia after kind of a busy day. Let's see what time it is. It's day 3, sun's going down, and we have a new guest here in the inn. Some kind of a jester. We heard about him before actually from these guys. They mentioned that there was someone else staying here, but he's told us to sit down. Are we gonna do that? Should we? Let's introduce ourselves. Greet him first.
Thank you. I always like to meet a receptive audience. It's always good to see you. It means you're not behind my back.
Now, this guy is essentially the Keep On Laughing of Quest for Glory 4. So everything you liked and disliked about that character from Quest for Glory 2, well, they're back again. So this is the Coles completely unlocked and liberated, for better or for worse, but at least it's voice acted this time. So introduce yourself to the gnome.
Pleased to meet you. I could tell by your outfit that you were no ordinary rube. Punny Bones, the name. Joke's a fair game. I'm a pro punster.
I think it is better voice acted, actually. Something about it works for me. Let's look at him.
The gnome is just plain folks, a clown around town. Everything about him epitomizes bad taste and attempted humor.
Okay, bad taste. Can we talk to him right now? I guess we can. Should we? Let's watch the show first, and then we'll talk to everyone. We're hungry after all this.
Good evening, ladies and germs. A funny thing happened on the way to Mordavia. I got here. I walked up to the innkeeper here and says to the guy, "You know how lucky you are to have such a funny guy as myself staying here?" The innkeeper says, "No, but if you hum a few bars, I can fake it." You may as well laugh now. This act doesn't get any funnier. I sit down here for a meal and order some soup. When the waiter brings it in, I says, "Waiter, there's a fly in my soup." The waiter says, "Of course, that's the soup du jour." Am I going deaf in here? Or how can so many people sleep with all these lights on? Seriously, folks, I went to the doctor just the other day and he said he had some good news and some bad news. What's the good news, I asked. "You only have 3 months to live," said the doc. "That's terrible. What's the bad news?" I said. The doc replied, "I'm getting married." I know I had an audience when I came in here. Anyhow, show me a guy with 1,000,000 kopecks, and I'll show you a guy who's rich. Hey, you only had to listen to this material. I'm the one who had to stand here and take it. Anyway, thank you. You've been a swell bunch of seats.
Phew. The gnome has stopped speaking. Maybe he's finished telling his joke. You think about applauding, but you're not quite sure if you heard the punchline yet.
What did you think of my performance? Was I hilarious or what? Is this an inn or a cemetery? I've had livelier times at funerals. Some help you were. Couldn't you at least have smiled a little louder? It's nights like these that make me feel like an inept idiot and a lousy laughingstock. I'd make more money digging graves. But what? And get out of show business?
Wow. Yeah, pretty relentless. I don't even think we got served food. We had to watch that without eating anything. Unfortunate. So we're gonna have to stand up and sit back down to make that happen. Well, first, let's talk to him. Let's just ask him how he felt about his set.
I'm staying at this inn for a while until I find something here. I got the last store down the hall. Visit me sometime. I'm sure we can have a few laughs together.
Yeah, okay, we'll do that, I guess. I mean, look, we're strangers in a strange town, right? So that at least unites us. Gnome's home. Where are you from?
Be they ever so humble, there's nobody stays home. I've been on the road so long, I have flat tires on my feet. I go wherever I can tell a good joke, and many places where I can't.
I don't know who's the voice actor for this guy, but I should look that up because I feel like there's actually quite a lot of famous voice actors. I was looking this up actually the other day, and I found out that Bill Farmer, I think is his name. I hope I'm getting that right. But the guy who voices the Leshy actually does Goofy for Disney as well. So he's like the official Goofy voice. You can kind of hear it, and we'll listen out for it when we go back to the Leshy. This guy, I'm not sure about, but the Rusalka is also the voice for Poison Ivy from the Batman animated series. So yeah, they actually got like a pretty good cast for this game. All right, tell us about your show business.
Hey, my last tour was a great success. I outran everyone. But there's no business like show business. With me, the show must go on and on and on.
And how about your jokes? You proud of them? You pleased with those?
I got millions of them. Problem is, I can't remember most of them, and the ones I do remember should have been buried long ago. I used to be worth my wit in gold, but oh, it's a long story. Ask me about it some other time.
Okay. Yeah, we will actually. Sounds like a quest for glory. Well, just maybe a quest. Okay, well, we'll say goodbye. Whoops. We have to do this.
Leaving so soon? Good night, and thanks for all the fish.
Hitchhiker's Guide. All right, let's ask the innkeeper. Like, what even happened here? Oh, I can only. Okay, greet. How are you, sir?
I have not listened to such nonsense in all my life.
You call this a life?
The thing is, he actually is funny. He's not supposed to be funny, but I actually do find him funny right now, which I guess goes against the narrative a little bit. The Coles can't help themselves. I don't think his jokes actually change at all, but you'll see more once we get going down that plot line.
I try to keep people entertained here.
So how come you weren't up on the stage instead of me?
He too is a stranger to Mordavia.
Hey, what am I, shredded wheat? If you're talking behind my back, at least have the courtesy to do it face to face.
You know, like, it's a different kind of humor. It's actually objectively very intelligent and very witty, but it's just dad jokes, ultimately. And I don't know, how did they even become dad jokes? Why are they called that? All right.
Well, you know I'm not a census taker over here, but there are no other gnomes in Mordavia.
No wonder.
Yeah, when they show up, there goes the neighborhood. We have no need for gnomes here.
You guys are so narrow-minded you could all look through a keyhole with both eyes. What gnome would want to work here? You guys have all the sense of humor of a wyvern with a hangover.
At the risk of waxing poetic, what need have we of fools?
Hey, you got a point. There are enough fools in here already to reach critical mass. If it pays to be ignorant, why are you guys so broke?
It's pretty good. It's pretty spicy. The peasants? I wouldn't really call these guys peasants. Do they look like peasants to you? He looks more like a merchant to me.
Somebody just shoot me.
And just when I was gonna invite you to my party, there's always room for one bore.
Oh, I'll tell you, he's rough, you know? Anyone could tell better jokes than that gnome did. Where's Shaky Green when you need him?
Look, I'd argue with you, but I never engage in a battle of wits with an unarmed man.
The guy's dying up there. I didn't get anything.
Hey, how could you? If ignorance is really bliss, you're the world's happiest guy.
Oof. He's roasting them. Laying into them. And these guys deserve it, to be honest. Alright.
Fellas, is it just me, or is Shecky's performance here lacking a certain sense of humor?
Are you kidding? He was rough. Get a day job.
You're right, and he wasn't very funny either.
What do you mean I wasn't funny? You guys wouldn't know a punchline if it hit you in the face.
Okay. I think that's all we're gonna get. Did we... I don't think we did eat, so let's make sure we get fed. Please don't do your performance again. Wow, I guess we're not gonna get a meal tonight. They didn't script that in, so... kind of weird. Not great. Gonna leave a 3-star review. Which is still pretty good, to be honest. So be grateful for it, says Conrad as he walks up the stairs. Alright, let's go in here.
Unlock the door.
Alright, so here's the plan, guys. We're going to go to sleep, right? As we do. Then, tomorrow, we're gonna go and try to... We're gonna try and figure out this Bonsai Bush
In
situation.
your sleep,
Oh,
you
shit.
seem to hear voices.
Do you see him?
Yes, he is sleeping. Most likely in the inn, although it is hard to focus the vision enough to tell.
I do not understand why you did not just capture him in the first place. The charades you play are foolish.
Silence! To serve us, it will be for the best if he acts under his own free will. Why make an enemy out of a willing tool? Oh, but I forget. He is already your enemy.
This is not someone to play games with, I say. If he finds out what is going on, he will never cooperate. Besides, you risk his death. Mordavia is a very dangerous place.
I think he is quite capable of taking care of himself. Besides, I have ways of making him cooperate. As you well know, I will use them only if I must.
The voices fade off into oblivion. You awaken as the sun begins to rise.
Okay. What was that all about? Hearing voices in your sleep, Conrad. You're finally cracking. 4 games in. Voices in sleep. Okay. So I'm going to talk about this from both Conrad's perspective and my perspective as a player, okay? Because there's a lot of layers here. Well, no need to overcomplicate it, Alec. Come on. Firstly, Conrad's perspective. I think he just thinks... Let's check his intelligence. It's 228. I don't know. I mean, that's... He's actually... This is the... I can't roleplay him as a meathead anymore. He just keeps getting smarter. I want to, but... Against...
Nothing like a good breakfast to get you off to a good start in the morning. Especially when everything's laced with garlic.
Yeah, great. Thank you. Eat up. Yeah, I can't roleplay him as this, like, buffoon. This himbo. That I wanted to play him as, because he keeps getting smarter.
Ah, so you are back.
I'm just double checking that I don't have any topics here, but I don't think I do. I think he's going into, like, default mode now. Nothing's going on here, right? Hello?
The castle.
Yeah, we don't know who lives in the castle. We're out of here. Okay, we're gonna make an early start.
Still you remember.
Yeah, you know what? Okay. And actually, before I go... Do I want to do this yet? Should we go work out? Maybe? I want to raise my strength slightly before I go try and get that bonsai bush. And I think this is going to be the best way to do that. So let's do this first. Just a morning workout. Okay, back to what I was saying, though. Those voices. From Conrad's perspective, right? He just had a dream, right? But I'm gonna assume that he actually did recognize the male voice, okay? Because he knows that character. So I've played this game before, so I know what's going on here. But as I said at the start of the video, and in the finale of the previous game, start of this game, at the end of the previous game, we know that there were 2 characters, right? We saw 2 characters at the end of that looking through a crystal ball. One of them was Ottavice, what looked like Ottavice from Quest for Glory 2. And the other one was hooded. We couldn't actually see their face. Now we have confirmation that if those 2 voices actually were them, that the person in the hooded is a woman. So there's a female voice, okay? I'm not sure if Conrad recognized that female voice necessarily, but I think he recognizes Ottavice, okay? So he probably, maybe he thinks it's just a nightmare. Maybe he thinks they're actually watching him. I'm not sure quite yet. So that's Conrad's perspective. He
This
wakes...
is a little too easy
Oh.
now. You need to add more weight.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. That's good. That's a good sign, right? Gonna add some more weights.
You pick up 2 of the metal weights and put 1 in each of the baskets.
Good. Alright, let's go. Yeah.
Your legs are too stiff and sore to use this right now.
I think that means I still can do it, but just not with the stamina that I have. So, that did raise my strength a little bit. And we raised climbing, so let's just have a little break. Let's rest for 60 minutes.
After some rest, you feel better.
And let's go. Let's go try this. Let's go. I don't think this is going to be enough strength, to be honest. I'm gonna leave the grapnel there and do that when I come back. But we'll go out and see. So yeah, it's a cool development, right? Hearing those voices. What's going on? What are they scheming? So as a player, right? And if you're watching this, you probably know who they are already. It's really great narrative. This game is I think this game is probably the best story. I can't wait to hit Quest for Glory 5 and realize that it's not actually that good. But I have huge nostalgia for it. Okay, so what we're trying to do now is get back to the cave that we started out in at the beginning of this series. Okay, so back to the... return to the cave. So that's what we're trying to do. I don't know exactly how to get back there, but I think it's just south. So let's head that way. It's like southeast. If we hit the swamp, then I think we're on the right track. The voices I really like. It's a cool addition to the game. I don't know, does Conrad have nightmares about oddities? I don't think he's really thought about him since he ran into him. So he might be surprised that he heard that voice in his sleep. Bit weird, right? So what I'm doing right now is just trying to go south.
You are in the
here we go.
southwestern corner of the forest.
Dank mists. So we're on the right track. Let's see if we can. The swamp is this way, so it's right on the edge. Here we go. Yep. Okay, so that is indeed the Bonsai Bush. Probably the one that was dug up from Erana's garden. And the same bush that the Leshy told us about too. So let's give it our best shot. Like, this kind of feels like...
A delicately crafted...
Could we throw rocks at this?
You managed to knock a few of the rocks loose from the pile, although the remaining stones still dam up the pool.
Okay, so maybe this is another way to do it too.
You knocked some more rocks loose. The pile is definitely loosening.
Alright, yeah, because like, I don't actually know if we can knock this down. Let's try it though.
The stone moves slightly as you push on it, but you aren't strong enough to push it all the way over.
I think we are actually kind of flirting with the idea of doing this the way a rogue might, or a thief, right? So knocking this down would solve this puzzle, I'm pretty sure. But I think throwing rocks also works too. Let's see.
That last throw did it.
Oh, see?
The rock pile has collapsed and goo is oozing down from the pool.
Well, there we go. It just slides down. If you're a magic user... Uh-oh, that doesn't look good. And I crashed. So I guess I shouldn't throw rocks. And when was my last save? I saved as I was leaving. Here we go. Oh my god. This is what I was saying. Even with the enhanced edition, you're screwed. So I might be out of luck. I don't know if I can actually throw rocks at it. That's really funny. So this is what we're gonna try and just here. What was this automatic save? Okay, we'll take this one. This isn't that far back. Yeah. Okay. Crashes. Now. Let's try this.
The stone moves slightly.
Is that even raising my strength to do that? Because I might have to go back and keep practicing more. Oh, okay, that worked. Okay, so actually, that only gets me back up here. Can I climb? Can I climb down? Okay.
You can't quite reach the ledge. You'll need equipment.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, and I didn't bring my grapnel, did I? So, let's try something. We were able to knock that down in the end. That's cool. But getting the plant, since my B key doesn't work. Getting the plant, a small tree. I'm going to do something that I maybe should work. I don't know. This used to work before. Detail all the way down, speed all the way down. Let's try. Shit, I clicked on the wrong thing. And it's locked while I do that, of course. This is a mess today, guys, sorry. Can I throw the rocks from up here? Let's see if that works. And that might get around it. In other games,
you can't get a good throwing angle from here. If you're trying to dislodge the stones, try it from the lower path.
John, I did do that and the game crashed. So, do you want to, you know, maybe cut me some slack? I think speed down and detail down might help me here, but I'm not sure.
You managed to knock a few of the...
Let's see. This isn't gonna work either.
You knocked some more rock.
But I have an idea.
That last...
I have an idea. See how Conrad is in this pose right now?
You missed. You missed. You missed.
This is not gonna work. Let's rest.
After some rest.
And then let's just leave the screen and come back. Nope. Wow. Okay. Am I screwed? I'm not sure. I might need the help of my viewers here because that does not work. Let me just Google this on my phone, okay? The hardest part, the darkest part of Quest for Glory 4 are bugs. Okay, Shadows of Darkness. Bonsai Bush. Bonsai tree. Bug. So, how do we... Throwing rocks is not the way to do this. Adjusting the speed control. The following issues still occur in the patch version of Darkness. Solution for all issues below. DDT, don't do that. I'm looking through it. Is this actually... Sorry guys, this isn't that fun, is it? The only finished games that work consistently. Alright. Throwing rocks, crash. Quest for Glory 4. It's a well-known script bug caused by the game's speed being set too low, leading to a crash when the hero is left in a broken animation state. To fix this, you can increase the game speed slider to a higher setting, or you can try the thief's method of using the rope and grapnel on the rocks to break them, then climbing to get to the bush. So we're gonna try that. I was wrong. It's not. It's this. This needs to go all the way up. Let's try this. See if this works as a workaround. Boom. That looks correct. See how his animation? Now he's back to his. All right. Okay, I think we're all right. That was an AI-generated answer, by the way. Boom. Okay, cool. All right. Got the bonsai. Let's put that back down to there. I don't know. It's a little too fast, but we'll leave it there just in case. Do we want to go back up to the cave? Should we do that? Oh. Why is it back up? That's weird. That's a little spooky. I don't like that. Let's save it there. That spooky in the sense that I feel like I just bugged the game again. Got small tree. You guys gonna?
The heavy odor, small hummocks of earth and grass rise out of the seething.
I'm just gonna check something. Conrad's just gonna check something. Let's see. Can we just go in here? Doesn't look like it, right? Let me go on these things. No. I don't know how we...
The rocks are slippery and...
How do we get...
That would be...
So, doesn't look like we can walk through this. Oh, maybe we can. Oh shit. This doesn't feel safe. Avoid the hands, maybe? Don't walk into those. Well, I'm not sure why I'm doing this, but I'm just gonna... I thought I would die here. Is this just... If we avoid the hands, we win? Oh wow, the swamp continues. I'm just exploring right now, guys. I actually thought I would just die there.
You can see some of the ground around the base of these reeds.
We're just, oh shit. Can you actually...
I got to hand it to you. You walked into an alarming situation. Bet you wish you hadn't done that.
Okay, yeah, thanks, John, for laughing at me. We'll try that out another time, I guess. We don't really have a reason to go into the swamp. I just thought I might die for walking immediately into the swamp. But it's interesting that we can go further. So, something to think about. Let's take a look at this.
Bonsai Bush. This bush was obviously carefully and lovingly cared for until someone relocated it to the ghoul. It looks delicate and strong at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Well, now we need to get it to Erana's garden. And to do that, I'm going to rest a little bit.
After some rest, you feel better.
Because if I encounter a monster, I want to have full stamina.
After some rest...
What time is it? I feel like... Yeah, see, I think these days go by faster than they did in previous games. I could be wrong, but... Alright, so Erana's garden was in the north. East, I want to say. So that's what we're trying to do now. What were my spells again? Heal and glide. Interesting. Glide. I guess that could be another way over the swamp, right? Why wade when you can glide? Wading through muck like an animal. I think Conrad's getting notions now. Now that he has paladin spells that... And I actually think... Okay, I think I've screwed this up. I think I'm not doing this correctly. I want to go south, and then I want to go east. I also don't think I've explored this whole forest, because I'm not being meticulous about it. I'm not actually making a map. I lost my train of thought. Oh shit, here we go. Wow, we're getting so much action in this game. Throw some rocks. Boom. Okay. Yeah, right click, just jump. Ooh, look at our stamina. Not good. Not good. That takes a lot of stamina. Oh, he poisoned me. I'm just using the mouse. I think the mouse is actually more reliable. How do I... Get him. Just finish him off. Ow. God. My God. Oh man, I was near death with all that stamina. Okay.
It's a healing.
Let's
It's a healing.
use your that.
The only effect is
And we're not even getting any money from this, but I guess it doesn't
wyvern.
it doesn't really matter. I guess. Okay, this is very risky to walk around right now because I've got no stamina. To Erana's garden. Yeah, this feels a lot more exciting to me.
After
Okay, that we're gonna have to make do with. Oh,
Hello.
hello. At least she's back. Do we engage with him? Yes, we do. I'm gonna turn this on. This part is my favorite part. Running back and forth, being messed with, being trolled, or I guess being leashied. He's not a troll. Look, he's... Alright, so he's actually saying the same thing. He's not even he's not helping me. I think I'm...
the ground, you are in the.
I don't think that I'm going the right way.
You're somewhere.
I think if I headed north further, I would hit the gypsy camp. So, just a note on that. I am gonna say the word gypsy only because that's how it's referred to in this game. I don't think I would use that word outside of the game, but I'm just gonna say it just so it's internally consistent with the game, with the understanding between us that you probably just shouldn't use that word, I guess. I forgot where the garden is. I think it's up here. Yeah, okay, good. All right, cool. Let's do it. Let's plant this. Let's put this back and see what happens. Oops. Okay.
You plant the bonsai in the hole and scrape some of the rich soil around it. In moments, the bush begins to grow and blossom before your eyes.
Wow. Truly, a magical and nutritious garden. So now, what happens?
The bonsai bush is thriving in the rich soil.
I don't think anything happens. Let's rip it up.
After all the work it took you to get the bonsai bush and plant it here, you want to dig it up again? No way.
No way. All right, so let's take a short break here.
After some rest.
And it's getting kind of late in the day, so we're just gonna run back to town. Let's run back to town, but let's stop by the Leshy, because we did what he did what he wanted us to do, and he might have maybe he'll reward us, right? Oh, okay, it's different. Wow. It's gonna be the same. It's gonna be the same voice line. And yeah, that's Goofy. I think. If the internet is correct. Let's listen to this last one.
Oops! Hi there!
Pretty good voice actor.
3 and 3 and 3 make 9. Who lives among the watery brine? Fishy, squishy riddles we make. Tell me now who's in the lane.
Aha! Okay. So we actually... Oh. Right, he disappeared. We already met her, right? It's not Leshy. That's who we're talking to. It's not a wild guess. It's the Rizalka.
1 and 2 and 3 make 6. Who hides her hut behind trick sticks? Magic message. Bushes here. In the rhyme with disappear.
Bushes here disappear. We're not quite sure about that one. I'm just gonna write that down though. Bushes here disappear. I mean, the only bush that we saw... Actually, we did see that there was... I'm gonna get stuck out here if I keep talking. The only bush that we saw was that elderberry bush, which I can't remember now. Let's just stop by the graveyard, see if there's anything going on. Oh! Igor is here. What's up, man?
You greet Igor. Igor looks up at you.
Oh, the other thing I learned was that the guy who plays Igor also plays Dr. Cranium. That's some range.
Meet Igor, you weird stranger.
Okay. What are you doing next to that open grave, buddy?
Grave, hole in ground. Put person in when dead.
Like I'm some kind of idiot. Okay.
This cemetery, this where dead people buried. Igor buried them.
It's just a Kermit the Frog or Yoda voice, isn't it, Frank Oz? Can you get us into that Boyar crypt? Or Borgov crypt?
Well, technically only large one crypt. Crypt of Borgov's. Smaller building tomb. Not certain what distinction myself. Oh, Igor got key to crypt. Igor keep key to crypt. No disturb crypt. Not nice.
Okay, so he has he has the key. He's not gonna give it to me. Why not, Igor? Come on, man.
A fresh grave. This headstone does not have a...
That's just upsetting. Let's just try and climb this tree
climbing
in a rage. I don't really... Why am I even doing that? It's weird. Okay, so let's put that back down. Well, fine, Igor. I didn't even want the key.
You say goodbye to Igor.
We're gonna get that key.
Igor watches you for a second, then goes back to his work.
We're gonna get that key, Igor. We'll be back. Or you'll be back to town. Maybe you'll already be there when we get there. Let's go. I don't know about you guys, but I actually prefer the middle of role-playing games to the beginning or the end. Because that's when most of the progression and puzzles happen. So Act 2. Act 2 is always the most interesting, to me anyway. Because you kind of have the lay of the land, right? Like, world building is so tedious sometimes. You're kind of like learning all the rules, figuring things out. I'm gonna go get my potions, my daily potions. You can stop running now. You're in a town now. Whoops. Sorry, I was looking at my phone instead of doing this. You know what? Yeah, we'll do this, and then I'm kind of at my time. And I wasn't looking again, so let's just, Oh, okay. I'm really only going in to get potions and not, I mean, if he has something else to say, I guess I'll listen to it, but other than that, this is just a pit stop. Alright. Let's see.
I believe I am on the verge of a major discovery. It came to me last night. I believe that there is a formula which can be used to create a rehydration solution. Such a solution could be used to restore fluidity to any substance or object that has become prematurely dry. But if we can but manufacture Dr. Cranian's rehydration solution in sufficient quantities, we could rehydrate the great Shapirian Desert. Of course, there are a few small bugs to be worked out. It would take most of the water in the world's oceans to make that much solution. Then there's the tiny snag that I have not been able to remember the formula since awakening from the dream.
Okay, well, interesting. Rehydration solution. I think we're gonna leave that for another time, okay? It feels like a good stopping point. We got the Bonsai Bush. Now Dr. Cranium is telling us about something new. This isn't the first time he's mentioned this, actually. He mentioned this, I think, before, the fluid or something like that, essence of water. I think I wrote something down about this. But that could be how we rehydrate that dried out domovoi in the monastery. Remember that? There was a shriveled husk of a creature in the monastery. Maybe this is exactly what it needs to revitalize itself, okay? All right, well, thanks for watching, as usual. I hope you had a nice time. And yeah, have a lovely weekend. I'll talk to you guys on Monday. Till then.